Wow, look at this view.
Welcome back, everyone. We are the Roaming Rups. We are a family of 4 with 2 under 3 years old, and we are traveling back to Yellowstone National Park and going to hit Glacier this time around. It's been about 6 years since we've done this trip. Last time you saw us, we did this in a self-converted camper van. Since then, we built several other vans and then also bought a boat and lived in the Bahamas for a while. But we are back stateside. We have the kids now, and we're exploring van life again in this wonderful country. So in this series, we have some highs, we have some lows, we have some really touristy stuff and some stuff way off the beaten path. And we take those bikes up 10,000 feet up a mountain. So we really hope you enjoyed this series and look forward to having you watch it. And any questions that you may have, please leave them in the comment below and we'll answer them in next week's video if we can't answer them in the comments themselves. So look forward to having you watch the series. Wanted to welcome you on the trip. With most trips with families, we kind of left quick. We got everything ready and just hit the road, so we didn't really film an intro of us leaving Charlotte, but we did, and we hopped on I-70 and just started driving north to our first national park. Welcome back, everyone. We are on another family adventure. We're headed out west again in the More West series. In the last video, you saw us getting ready. Took 4 days to get all the kids' stuff organized in the van, and then we still had to organize it this morning. But it's early. We're in the new, what is it called?
New River Gorge.
New River Gorge National Park, the newest national park in the country.
It became a national park in 2020.
2020. Yeah,
so it's 6 years old.
Yeah, we are on our way to Minnesota and then out to Glacier, Yellowstone, and probably Grand Teton national parks. And we are stopping at this one because we spent the night last night in a really nice new...
They have free campgrounds.
Free campground.
Look at those mushrooms. Red. Yeah, don't touch them, Bee. Mushroom. Oh, you read that?
It was nice and quiet. There was a train, but kids are still getting used to sleeping. So we are all a little bit tired. So we're doing a tiny little walk to an overlook, which looks like there might not actually be an overlook right now.
The only foggy place here.
Yeah, because the ceiling, the cloud ceiling's pretty low right now. But yeah, we are going to do about 6 hours a day of driving. So this first leg, there's about 6 legs in the total journey. Not going to be a ton of videos, but we're going to try to make at least 6 to 10 videos out of this series. But our first leg is from here to Minneapolis to see my brother. We got a lot of driving to do. So we're going to take it slow and we're going to go to this overlook real quick.
Can't see a thing. I see a mountain off in the distance. I hear water. That's what we're supposed to be able to see.
Felix, what do you think? Yeah, what he said.
Oh.
We're going to head to the visitor center, get a stamp for his passport book and Soren's passport book, and then we're going to knock out some driving. After leaving New River Gorge, we just put in Chicago, which is kind of the direction north we were headed. We realized that Indiana Dunes National Park was not out of the way, and we decided to have lunch there. Yes.
Colin says I talk too light, so he got me a mic. Yeah, welcome to Pullman, the National Monument and State Historic Site. The Pullman Company, founded by industrial George Pullman, built world-famous railroad cars here from 1881 until 1968. And it doesn't say it on that sign, but I'm pretty sure I read, when I was reading up about this place, that it was a town that people could come to and find jobs that were basically discriminated against. So it was a place where everyone was welcomed.
Also, Really quick before we go, I want to show you this really sweet rig from Germany. It was in the parking lot. An Iveco. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but really cool rig with German plates, and we're right behind it in our van. But yeah, so this is a place Ashley found on our way. It was like literally 10 minutes out of the way, so we couldn't not stop. Sorry if the wind noise is really bad. I don't have the dead cat on, and my voice is still gone.
This is a cool stop, but they don't let you see anything.
So Ashley's frustration, which is not really coming across very well, is that they have a lot of these buildings that they talk about in the map and everything, but none of them are open except for like Tuesdays and Thursdays randomly.
Random tour time. The tour times for the hotel, it said, were Thursday at like 1 through 2 p.m. Like, who's here on a Thursday at 1 through 2 p.m.?
All the windows are, the shutters are closed on the inside, so you can't walk up and see inside. So they did all this work to restore it and keep it preserved, but then the public can't see it unless there's a tour. It's a little strange. Our time in Chicago was short and sweet, but we gotta continue north. So we're getting some fuel. The little computer inside said we had less than a gallon left in the tank. We have a 24-gallon tank in the Sprinter. So we're gonna see how accurate that is, because this is the lowest I've ever gone with the van. It was really far in between fuel stops. We're also gonna get some DEF while we're here, just because we're a little under half. And if I fill it up now, it'll last the entire trip. Also,
at Matador Network.
Fuel everywhere. Great. Looks like the computer was correct. 23.8 gallons we took. So that was cutting it close. Now I'm gonna get some DEF, which I've never done from a dispenser before. So I have no clue how long this thing actually is, but we are gonna find out together.
Don't miss a second of the fastest racing on Francisco.
Where are we headed, Ashley?
I don't remember. A train park. I guess a park dedicated for viewing trains.
But it's also a free campsite.
It's
supposed to be.
So after we got here, I found a review that said they stopped allowing camping. I guess people were just camping in here over a lot. I don't know.
So the backstory on this is...
Oh, I didn't tell a backstory.
No,
I'll tell
they're
a
used...
backstory.
Okay, she's gonna fill us in.
Okay. So we came to this train park that was supposed to be open 24/7. 24/7. Everywhere I looked, 24/7. On their website, 24/7. And I guess recently, they just changed their hours. And they also took out the campsites and put in a ramp. And I guess now they do not allow camping. I did find a review after we got here, even though I searched and searched and searched before we got here, that said someone called in 2025 and they don't allow camping anymore. And if you're here, there's a lot of people here watching trains. But what makes me mad is this whole park on their website, on the tourist boards, every website I went to was famous because it is the only 24-hour open park to watch trains. But I guess not anymore.
We're gonna go find a Walmart or Lowe's or something along the way to Minnesota to try to find a spot to camp for the night. And hopefully it doesn't ruin the kids' routine, because normally we would be winding down right now, getting ready for bed, having some milk.
And the train scared the crap out of Felix.
Scared Felix because he blew his horn and it was very loud.
Stop.
One thing I didn't really explain in the video why we're here is Felix is an avid train lover. He loves everything trains, from wooden trains to seeing real trains in person and off in the distance, and even railroad tracks. So we thought this was going to be a fun place to stop and let Felix do some train watching from the comfort and safety of the van, while we could cook and do all that kind of stuff, and he basically had free entertainment. So this is the first time we struck out on a campsite in a long time. I can't remember the last time we showed up at a place that we weren't allowed to camp after researching it. So gonna knock out some more miles, and hopefully these kids don't screw up their sleep tonight, because we need to sleep. But yeah, we'll see you wherever we camp for the night.
Gotta get that country out of me. We ended up in the most beautiful free campground you could imagine. The Crackle Barrel parking lot, which actually wasn't that bad. The kids were already asleep. We transferred them to the bed. Well, one of them. The other one was wide awake. And then we fell asleep, which was all we needed. And it was actually pretty nice. And free.
On the way to Minnesota now. Kids woke up early, though. I will say that.
3 o'clock.
3 a.m., so 4 a.m. Eastern time, because we're in Central now. So it just turned 7, so we're going to hit the road really early and probably stop along the way, because we're showing up way too early to check into our hotel. The main reason we're getting a hotel room in Minneapolis is Ashley has to fly to Chicago for a work trip, so it'd just be easier to have both kids and one parent in a hotel room than trying to hang out in the van in a city. Wanted to do a quick recap of the stats for leg 1. Leg 1, we have done 1,333 miles, 28 total hours of driving, and about 19 miles per gallon. That is a little bit low for what we normally get, but we get around 21. We are a 3.0 liter diesel 2019 Sprinter, but we have a full tank of water and a ton of food on board, as well as all the kids stuff, so we are loaded down, and the bikes on the back, so we have a lot of extra weight on board. I need to go to a scale, we're probably close to the max weight of our gross vehicle weight that we can be, but it's still very happy with what we're able to do. We can get about a day and a half of driving before we need to refuel. One thing I do miss about our original van, our first van that we had, is we could get almost 550 miles of range out of that van, where this one we're getting about 450 or so. I'll put the stats here of what we're actually getting. I don't recall. But yeah, so those are the stats for the first leg of the trip, and that's a lot of highway and mixed mountain driving in the mountains of North Carolina and Virginia and West Virginia. So that's not highway, but we were definitely getting close to 20 miles per gallon out on the plains, where it's just flat and we're cruising at 70 miles an hour. Yeah, we keep our speed at 70. We're not speed demons by any means, but we do like to help with the fuel economy in that aspect as well.